Hello and welcome to Courtesy Flush. Tonight we're going to play more Mean Streets. How you doing, Naresar?
I'm doing pretty good. And how about yourself?
Not too bad. I just came off of a game of Hitman with Hutts, and now we're going to switch over to another kind of Hitman, as we have found that we can we can definitely start hitting people who get in our way. Something I feel like a lot of adventure games need more of is physical violence to get your problems solved. So, I don't know. So I hope you guys are doing all right out there. We have slowly been cracking away at this game week by week, and based on my notes, we still have a lot to go by. And I was just saying to Naresar before the stream started that I really appreciate a game like this. That's kind of an open world, kind of sandbox experience almost. Whereas most adventure games are very linear and kind of lock you in a path of things you have to do before you can get to, whatever you're supposed to do. This game is just like, there you go, solve the mystery if you want. And 100%, I like this so far. Yeah, I agree with McMixer. And hey, how's it going, Hate and Recycle? It's good to see you guys. D-Moon, everybody hanging out there. But yeah, let me load up this game. Switch on over to the screen. Yeah, we're going to play Mean Streets. So you'll get real sounds. You're connecting real sound to your stereo. We don't have to do that, fortunately.
Unfortunately, we don't have maximum authenticity of routing it through our boombox. I guess
I know.
Your earphones are going to have to do.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to deal with that. There we go. Wonderful. What a cool beat, man.
It is a cool beat.
Face, blue, wide eyes, head bob. I feel like you're trying to program YouTube there, McMixer. I don't know if it'll work. So your saved game was 007.
Okay.
That was the last time we left off. And we were in Reno, right? If we check our navigational computer. Yeah, we were in Reno.
Here we are in Reno.
Wonderful.
And
okay.
Had we finished? I forget it. Had we finished up in Reno?
Yeah, we got a key card from John Klaus,
who
was very cool about giving us his key card and saying, "You know what? I want nothing to do with the Overlord project. It sounds completely insane. I'm good," and I don't blame him, considering everyone else seems to be unalived as of recently. So we have a couple of places we could go. We could visit Maurice Gribble, one of the Overlord scientists we've never visited. We can go to David Poper, or Pope, depending on which misspelling of the game is given us. They are at another location. We also need to go back to Carl's lab to get his key card and stuff, which we need to have as well.
Carl's lab.
You want to go to Carl's?
Double check that.
Okay, 4675. Hey, Macy's, how's it going? Oh, we're doing all right. We're about to head back and hopefully...
proceed at Mach 9 back to the mean streets of San Francisco.
Yeah, okay, check out... Okay, at the top right corner there, above the driver's side mirror, that's how many miles we are away. We're about 207.6 miles away. And look how fast we're going in our speeder at around an altitude of 11,000 feet. Hey, John, how's it going? See, I wasn't alive back in 80. Well, I was alive in 89, actually. I was born in 87. But I don't believe there was a Lotus Esprit like boom going on. I think that was just the car everyone wanted. It is a really cool ass car. Those gull wing doors make it, man. And that thing at the top there, the center part of the console, is the mirror, or the other viewfinder. So if I hit that, I can show a down view, or a right view, left view. So we can get a good view of that California horizon with its radiated red sky.
The good old radiation.
Yeah. Switching it over to the down view. Yeah, we're right over the bay, it looks like. Although I don't know where we're landing. I don't really see our landing spot there. Now, the navigation computer knows what it's doing, I hope. Navigation computer knows where it's going. You graduated high school in 1989? Nice. And my mom graduated high school in 1986. And then I was born a year later. Here I am. There we go. We're landing. Excellent. We've done it. All right. Get ready. I've got the keyboard ready in case we get assaulted. We are getting assaulted. Okay. No, these are the mean streets. I don't think so. Whew. Tex Murphy was a totally different guy back in 2033. The streets were a little meaner in San Francisco. Okay, here we go. Nice. Oh god, I thought I had it. I almost walked right into the gunfire. All right, we did it. We already read this description before.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to the warehouse. Tex takes on the Teapot Gang. Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. Oh, something happened, Nick. You all right?
I didn't know if my mouse was working.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
There's no mouse.
Oh, there's no mouse. Then that would explain why
Yeah.
it's not working.
This is keyboard controls only. That would probably explain your problem.
We're looking like for...
Yeah, we're trying to get into his computer.
First of all,
yeah.
the save.
We can't. We can only do that in the speeder. We've already dissaved.
Let me do that in the speeder. Ew. Forgot about that. Anyways.
Yeah, the streets are a little more mean back then. Tex has the gun that causes the human body to just shatter. Yeah, it's the future, man.
So nothing in the crates. In the storage shelf. That was, there we go.
Some tape. Blue Bishop. Okay, I'll write that down. So his card
Yeah, so
was the blue card and Bishop.
Yeah. And I thought we had that previously, but yes.
I actually forgot to put it on his name, so that actually helps.
Ah, okay.
Let me make sure to put this down. There it is.
Then don't really need to move it.
Okay, pass card is blue. Password is Bishop. All right. You just licking tape? Don't taste the tape. I wish more games had an adventure thing where you just taste things. Have we tried tasting the shelves, asked Relish Cakes? That's a good question.
Oh, there's a machine.
Jesse Abrams just says, I hope he drives a forklift to the next objective. Just like... just running right into everything. It's much too heavy to lift. We already know that that is a alpha wave generator. I need to also adjust something, Nick, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Yeah, so just hold fast. I'm going to switch back over to
Okay.
my face for a moment while I make an adjustment for the stream's sake here, because I totally forgot to do this beforehand. That's okay. Just a real quick fix here. We're going to put on a fine selection. Yeah, can you drive the forklifts? Asked Brian. I don't know. We haven't actually tried driving the forklift yet, but I would assume you could. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to drive the forklift. I think that's any game that puts a forklift in and you're not allowed to drive it is no. I'm sorry, but that's not cool. You got to have a forklift driving scenario. Maybe that was a little bit much for 1989. maybe they couldn't quite fit that into the game yet. There we go. All right. I think I got everything. There we go. Next, just going to turn that down for you. Excellent.
Wait, we were getting ammunition.
Oh, we need...
Ammunition retrieved.
We got more ammunition. We definitely needed that after that last fight. Did Crow just add a little keyboard stinger? Yeah, I did. Hello, hey Jake.
The inexplicable everybody has a fax machine.
Yeah, I think that's the future is fax machines.
You have a fax.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Psyduck. Oh, you turned on the computer. Insert blue passcard. Oh, we got it.
We have... Oh.
Passcard verified.
When did we get the blue passcard?
Don't know.
Anyways, Bishop.
Password acknowledged. Please stand by. Oh, project notes from C. Linsky.
Okay. Any idea what the current date is?
The current date is sometime in September of 33. Yeah, sometime late September.
Okay. So recently then, in terms of in-universe, I'm frustrated with our attempts to find the other scientists working on this project. So far, we have only put together a small list of possible colleagues, and SF is not convinced that all scientists are naive about Overlord.
SF. Let me just take a look.
SF.
It's not that. So I'm looking through my list here. I have Sonny Fletcher.
Wait.
Sonny Fletcher. That's the detective, the private investigator that we got that ran us down. But he's a good guy. Hey, look, Sonny might be a rundown detective, but he's still a good guy. He's a fellow PI. So it could be Sonny Fletcher. I'm not seeing another SF from all the names I've wrote down in our... I have a little notepad over here open with all our stuff. Not Smiley Monroe. That's a cop. Nope. It has to be Sonny Fletcher. If not, we haven't met this person yet.
Okay. I've discovered that in order to stop the project, I will need to obtain all of the pass cards in their passwords. But what to do once I've obtained them is unclear.
No, Crom, this is not a new mic. I've had this mic for years, one of which I've had for almost a decade and some change. Oh, no, SM58s are a standard microphone that you can get pretty much anywhere. I will always stand by them until they find something around the same price and just as good.
So then a little bit later we have SF believes once a scientist is through with his particular phase of work on Project Overlord, he is eliminated.
It must be Sonny Fletcher then.
I completed my work on Overlord a week ago, but I'm still uneasy. I'm going to take my concerns to Jay. St. Gideon.
J. St. Gideon. Yeah, I have that name written down, actually.
Former president of Gideon and or no, MTC Corporation.
I do have his address as well. I have Gideon's address.
Oh, I'm sure that'll go over well for us.
Yeah.
So then a few days later, I have had severe headaches throughout the day. Something is wrong inside my head. I'm doing things that make no sense to me. I must try to do...
Uh-oh. I don't think he finished... I think he finished that thought by jumping off the San Francisco, the Golden Gate Bridge. Wow. Standard laser printer. Can we use it? The printer is on.
Don't know. I don't know that we can do anything with the printer, though.
I have 2 SM-58s. One has unfortunately died in the line of duty. Very well. Served its purpose. The hardy SM-58.
There's nothing... Oh, you can even go back. It's like one way only. Okay. Anyways.
That kind of reminds me of the Shadowrun games you guys a while back where you hacked a forklift and used it to kill a troll. Yeah. Well, I'd also been playing in Deus Ex at the time, so I was like really thinking I could hack anything, and I was glad that my goat was cool with that. Forklift operator is 50% off Steam. Thanks, Recycle. A large old-fashioned floor safe, which I believe we've opened. Yeah, we've opened that safe. Yeah, we took the money that was in there, if I remember correctly. Nothing in the crates. Box on top is partially open.
We move a ladder. I think we looked in that, didn't we?
I believe we did. That might have been where we got the key card.
Possibly, and we just didn't note. Oh, because... Hold on.
Type out that model. I will go look for them. Mick Mixer actually typed it out earlier in YouTube there. It's SM-58. Now, if you get one of these, you're going to need an XLR interface to go along with it. You can get a pretty cheap one for about $100 or less. You just need an interface to connect it to so your computer can talk with it. But yeah, it works out pretty well. Get an interface with a decent amount of oomph on it, but that shouldn't be a problem. They make, with the advent of podcasting and streaming, interfaces are a dime a dozen these days. I have mine going through a mixer over here, an analog mixer, which also has the computer's audio, Discord's audio, bunch of other little sliders so I can control it manually. And this is all just going into my computer through the computer's line in, which is all just analog. Nothing inside the drawer. Did we move the box? Yeah, I think we've already... See, here's the thing, Recycled.
Yeah, we were here
Jesse.
before.
Well, Jesse, we'd actually already been here before. We were just making sure we didn't leave the card, which we didn't. We have it, so... We have the blue pass card, and we got the password. It was just basically retracing to make sure we didn't forget it, because it was one of the scientists. Yeah, Rode is good. Electro Voice is good. Great. Yeah, Electro Voice is amazing if you can afford it. Yeah, quarter-inch jacks works great for... you still need an XLR to quarter-inch, but yeah, it should work just fine. These microphones are all XLR, as far as I know. They do make models with, like, switches on them and stuff. But no, this thing has been around for quite a long time. I've got a couple of them. We use them for the podcast. Tex has an Electro Voice RE20. That was his personal microphone. It's about the only one that can really capture the low baritone of his voice. What's the file drawer taste like?
Oops. Nope. Bad.
That's all right. File drawer.
Okay. File drawer taste. Yuck.
Obviously, you're not.
That is our
a
professional opinion as a PI.
Yuck.
Is yuck.
Okay, gotcha. Just had to be sure. Yeah, guys. Well, that's the other thing too is having enough power for the mic. A preamp is what they call it. Enough power for the mic to actually be able to get a good signal. If you are on the aux Discord, I'm on there. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about any of this stuff. I would be happy to walk you through anything you need. I'm happy to help any way I can. I'm kind of a backyard mechanic with audio and streaming equipment. I owe everyone a video about how I set all this stuff up. I said that several months ago. I'd make one, so I owe you guys a video about that. But I'm fairly certain I'm going to make a few people
already what was in the file drawer because we
Yeah.
opened up the file drawer. I would expect something to be in the file drawer, but apparently it's not.
No, I think well, the only reason I came back here was to make sure we had that card.
Yeah.
So we're good.
Cliff rates.
But yeah, I have a feeling if most people see my setup, they're just going to scream like, "Why?"
Nope. Apparently, we cannot drive a forklift.
Just separating Discord from the mix was probably more of a hassle than it needed to be, but I'm glad I did, because now I can address just that on the fly without having to worry about it overloading. All right, so where are we going to
go? So we've got Maurice and we've got David Pope.
All right, well, we can go to Maurice, 8231.
Coordinates locked. Ooh, down to San Diego. Autopilot engaged.
Nice. Wow. I think we can also just hit S and that turns it off. Wow, that guy, he lives really far away, doesn't he?
Maurice is a woman's name, or maybe not.
Maurice.
Anyways,
maybe.
Yes.
Well, it's all right. We're going Mach 9. It's not like it matters. I wonder what the P and B stand for. Never quite figured that one out. But that other counter is how many hours we've spent in the game. We spent 3 hours and 32 minutes so far in the game. Your setup from an outside observer sounds like a headache. I mostly tweaked until I found something that works. Is he wearing a G suit under that trench coat? I think so. He needs to after how many G's he's pulling here. Thanks, Jake. I appreciate that. You think it's like in like The Expanse when they have to like get injected with that stuff to make them from getting crushed during high G maneuvers. I don't know if you've seen The Expanse, Nick, but I think you'd thoroughly enjoy that show. It's a very realistic look at space and space travel.
No, I've heard good things about it. It just there's entirely too many things to watch at one time.
No kidding.
So I kind of um, there a I feel like
All right, we're over our target.
maybe if I was on the desktop. So I timed out 100 miles to a pretty much 21 seconds of travel. Okay. Works out to 4.762 miles per second or 17,000 miles per hour, which is
It's just- we're going 17,000. Make sure you
To
just
put
save.
to put this into context. Like I'm not seeing a Mach number for this, which may be because it's just a tad high. Because so our speed, I said the 17,000 miles per hour. It's 76, almost 7,700 meters per second, and apparently about 7,800 meters per second is orbital speed for objects in low Earth orbit.
Ah, perfect.
So
The
we
Lotus
are
Esprit.
moving just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, so we saved.
All right, I appreciate it,
Save.
Maze. I appreciate that. Oh, you found Maurice Gribble.
This sounds like I think you're gonna have to do something.
Oh no.
I'm invited into the room by an older woman and introduced to Maurice Gribble. He's a tall, distinguished man in his late 60s. I explained that I'm working on a case, and his name was on a list of scientists who possibly were associated with the project. He explains that he has been in retirement for a number of years and spends his time golfing and relaxing at the country club. He says he's due at the golf course and shows me the way to the door. I thank him for his time and go back to my speeder.
Oh.
Interesting.
So that's a big no, right?
In theory,
Can you go back out there? I want to see that. Can I reread that for a sec? Find out the home of Maurice Gribble and knock on the door and old woman. He is a tall. I explained I'm working on a case and his name was on a list of scientists for possibly. He has been in retirement for a number of years and spends his time golfing or likes his do the. Oh, this guy totally is a part of the project. This guy is still an active part of the project. That has to be it.
probably that would be my assumption.
Yeah, we got showed the door when we asked the question. Yeah, we're this is definitely a. I'll mark this guy down in our notes here. Let's see here. Possibly still active. No access. Okay. Next Overlord scientist is David Poper.
Okay. And he is at.
David Pope is at 6211. I don't have a lurk here. You might have heard this on the radio back in the 80s. Autopilot engaged. Yeah, retired is... Yeah, especially since all the other scientists have been murked at this point. Yeah, no. Oh, this one's 645 miles away.
When we get where we're going, we'll have to look at the.
Whew, that mountain went by pretty fast. I also took a...
Because I'm assuming we're going to end up north of San Francisco at this point.
I looked at the trailer for the next game, Nick, and it takes place on Mars.
Yeah. Makes sense. I do believe that one is the Martian Memorandum.
Yeah. Yeah, so the console there in the middle by his legs, the blue and yellow, that is the horizon. So I'm assuming there's controls for you to do rolls, so you could actually flip the thing around if you wanted to. So far, we've not done a whole lot of manual flying because, well,
keyboard controls and neither of us are particularly into flight sims, of which I don't think this is probably really considered one. But at the same time, why?
well, if you're going at 1,700 miles an hour, how many is that Mach 9?
It wasn't 1,700. It was 17,000.
Okay, it's 17,000 miles per hour. Is that Mach 9? I don't know.
See quick.
I'm sure the developers back then made a calculation on that and thought it was hilarious. They're like, yeah, that's fun. Let's put that in. We are almost there. We are like 100 miles out. Going across the great state of California, it looks like. With its red, irradiated skies. What? Are you alright?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I looked it up, or at least what Wolfram Alpha is telling me is the lookup. It comes out as I'm assuming that it's grabbing Mach speed of sound from sea level, because I know that's one of those things that changes with pressure. Approximately Mach 22.
Mach 22. We underestimated the power of the Lotus Esprit. How you doing, Ardania? If you have a Lotus Esprit, I am. Can I come over to your house and drive it? I would be very happy to go Mach 22 in your car.
I feel like
22.
the FAA
Wouldn't that displace the Earth's surface a little bit? What do you think?
Yeah, I think the FAA might have, a few words to say.
The FAA might have some words, yes. Mach 22. Yeah, he puts a subspace bubble around it so he doesn't actually displace air. Of course, if he did that, he wouldn't have to worry about a speed limit, because that allows him to go faster than the speed of light. Yeah, imagine your commute to work. Yeah, he flew across the entire state of California. Let's save that so we don't have to go through that sequence again if we can.
Okay, save, yes.
All right, let's see.
Sorry, I got distracted by a quick calculation.
No, it's okay. You're a math guy. We like hearing your wisdom. At least I do.
So at that speed, I could fly from Cleveland to London, England in about a quarter of an hour.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you could probably go faster if you actually left the atmosphere.
You could commute across the Atlantic Ocean.
I got a trip to I got to go meet my friends in London in about 30 minutes and gets in a speeder in Cleveland.
Okay. With that bit of nonsense out of my system. Okay, so now it's David Pope. Anyways, I knock on the door of David Pope's house and ask him questions about Gideon Enterprises, MTC Corporation, and Karl Linsky. He says he hasn't heard of any of them. He works for Xenomort?
Xenomorph Corporation? You mean from Alien? You mean the Alien has their own corporation?
Yeah, this sounds.
Oh, it's a division
well,
of Bugs R
technically, I
Us.
think that
Why didn't they say?
I think that xenomorph has an X in it.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah,
regardless,
it's a division of Bugs R Us, Nick. I should have known.
They train large mutated cockroaches and beetles to be butlers and factory workers. I
Wait. Like, if this wasn't the future of 2033 with the irradiated skies, I would say this is the most bullshit story I've ever heard. Like, clearly get out of my face. But I like that it's very specific enough to make me go, all right, yeah, sure. Large mutated cockroaches and beetles to be butlers and factory workers.
Because apparently that's... okay. So that's a claim? I don't know. On one hand, it is like several orders of magnitude more insane than what Maurice just told us. But somehow more believable? I don't understand. Like, I'm more inclined to believe, yes, this is actually what he does, as compared to Maurice. Despite that being, like, a more seemingly sensible answer. Anyways, so we got nothing.
We got nothing. Yeah, he just says get back to your speeder. So I'm going to mark that as another possibly still active. I'm marking him as still active only because that could be just a made-up story, but knowing this future. So does that mean you can go anywhere in the world in under 40 minutes? That's going to change the whole pizza delivery gang. I know. Especially if you order from someplace in New York City. All right, well, I guess now we go to another location.
Who else do we know of where to go?
Well, we can always go back and visit Sylvia. And also, let me get the manual open so I don't miss anything. I'm going to do that right now. This game's manual was pretty much the main thing that helped me figure out what we're supposed to do at the beginning of this.
So, to answer your question, who is that? Zippo?
Yeah.
No, you cannot get anywhere on the planet in 40 minutes. Oh wait, no, I need to cut that in half. Closer to 45 minutes. 40, yeah.
You have effects.
You have effects. It's Ether Hunt. Hey,
45 minutes, give or take.
How's it going, Ether? Thanks for the courtesy. Well, we could go to Sylvia's house and ask her about stuff.
Okay.
It's 4421.
Oh, and we ended up.
Do you know where that is?
Oh, maybe Eureka? Is there Eureka, California?
Yeah, I believe there is. Yes, I believe that's Eureka. Okay. I'm just gonna pull the map up just so I could double check that. Yep. You're in Eureka. Yeah. I was making a rough guess in my head. It was close. Yeah, you guys were very close.
Yeah, I mean, that is pretty close.
Not bad, Nick. We've already investigated 2 people who are clearly pretending they have other jobs, but they worked on the Overlord project, which is either somebody has their passcodes and passcards, or I don't know. Maybe if Sylvia doesn't pan out, maybe we go visit Sonny Fletcher and see if he still has them. Maybe he got luckier than we did. There's gold in them there hills. Yeah. But hey, I mean, in the future, you're going to have your own cockroach butler. Or maybe not. Tex didn't really mention it much in 2043. I guess it must not have turned out to be a very lucrative business proposition.
On the other hand, he kind of is slumming it. So maybe?
He is slumming it.
Maybe that's like... I don't know. It could either be like a moderately wealthy thing where if you're very wealthy, you afford the actual people. Or it could be that's the new trendy thing, and so the ultra wealthy, ultra wealthy is gonna associate with Tex in any manner whatsoever. Maybe they're the ones with the bug butlers. Who knows?
It could be. Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, the car is a throttle stick. Kind of figured it for a yoke setup. Well, I mean, I guess maybe Logitech still makes joysticks in the future. All right, we have landed. Let's just save.
Okay, one to save coming up.
All right.
Okay, and we exit the speeder to find.
Okay, Sylvia opened the door. Yeah, we already read the description, so we know she lives near a strip mall. Yeah, don't fall for the client, Tex.
Okay. What do we need to ask Sylvia about?
Insurance. What? You're thinking I might have killed my father for the insurance money? Aren't you? I'm not going to deny that I could use $1 million, but I honestly believe that my father was murdered, and if he was, I'm entitled to that money. But if you won't investigate his death, you're convinced it's a suicide, I'll accept your findings. All right. Ask her about Overlord. Doesn't know. Ask her about, yeah, there you go. Let's see. Yeah, we don't know anything about Gideon. Ask her about Law and Order. I've heard the name, but I don't know much about them. I'm not very political. She definitely doesn't look political. What else do we have?
Mm-hmm.
Ask her about Sonny Fletcher. Sonney. No E. Sorry, just Sonny. Nope, doesn't know anything about Sonny Fletcher. Who was the other person that Carl was into? Cal Davis. No.
It wasn't. Carl wasn't into them.
You know, we never went to Cal Davis's house.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, but we never got his pass card. We got his password. Did we? We might have checked our inventory. What? Ask her about maybe Wanda Peck.
Yes. Nate spelling?
Yeah, you got it. Doesn't know anything about Wanda Peck. Ask her about passcard. Password. Try... Oh, wait. Try this. MTC Corp. Period. Nope. Okay. All right. Do we have anything about? Yeah, yeah, like this was all we have so far. Yeah, sheer replicant. Yeah, for sure. What nonsense is this? It's a lot of nonsense. Let's go to let's see. We need to get the pass card for Cal Davis, but we need to check our inventory.
Inventory I?
I think so.
Inventory is I.
Yeah, we could sell the stuff to Rook we don't need, but I don't know if any of it's we need it or not. We could definitely sell him that grade sheet because that was a red herring. Let's take a look at that pass card. That's got $1,000 value. All right, so we got a blue pass card.
The blue pass card. That's Lindsay's.
Okay. We have a trap. Well, we figured out John Klaus was one of the three. We got a rat trap. We took that ladder, because of course we did.
No, we seem to have only the one pass card.
What happened to the one that... What's his name gave to us?
Oh, you're right. We should have two. Trade sheet, papers, whiskey, note, lamp, insurance policy, green ledger, or check ledger, Bismol, can, pills, gas card, list, trap, ladder, oil, key, message, combination.
Huh.
You're right, we should have two pass cards. Is it listed as just a key?
No.
Key to a safe?
Maybe it's all one item just to keep it from being... Maybe it's all one item.
I feel like probably not. I mean, on one hand, maybe.
Well, John Klaus gave us his green pass card. At least he should have.
Yeah.
He must have. It just might not be in your inventory.
Would be weird that it wasn't.
Good to see Pepto-Bismol still doing God's work in the future. Her neck position, is she some sort of future human owl hybrid? No, she's just trying to show off that shoulder. She's trying to make sure that you understand what's at stake if you can solve this. But yeah, I'd say let's just assume we have it because we're
Okay.
supposed to have two. Or three, I'm sorry. All right, let's go to Sonny Fletcher. We can also visit Gideon.
I don't know. Sonny Fletcher sounds expensive. Gideon sounds potentially painful for us.
Well, just pick one.
Go, Sonny.
Okay, we got to get you the password. Let's see, Sonny Fletcher, I wrote down 5170. He's in San Francisco, I believe.
5170?
Yeah. No, he's in LA. All right. Ladders are more dangerous than a loaded gun. That's why I have 10 guns, in case some maniac tries to bring a ladder in here. Yeah, exactly. Gotta be careful with people like that. Autopilot engaged.
Oops. Did I not hit that?
No, it is.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was looking at checking something else real quick. I thought I had hit autopilot before I did that.
Oh, you did well. Although we might be able to convince Lee to help us out here. She might be able to get us some leads. But I mean, we also have to talk to Vanessa. You know what? Let's do that before we go, because I know we're going to have to do some street fighting when we get here, because it's LA. But let's go to Vanessa and just ask her about everybody on my list here, just so we have a list of everything.
Okay.
At least the people we've already haven't investigated yet. All right, we are over LA right now. On final approach. Although I don't know what we're going to do when we reach Sonny Fletcher. I guess we can ask him about the president of Law and Order, stuff like that. See if maybe they have an idea of where they could be. Because so far we don't really have a whole lot to go off of. There is our location. We are currently landing. Hey, a racing steering wheel makes a great yoke for a plane. I agree. Landed. All right, let's contact Vanessa.
Okay. One Vanessa contact coming up.
All right.
What's up, Tex?
Let's ask her about Robert Knott. That's 2 T's.
Okay.
Okay, she'll give us some information. Excellent. What else do we need? Just going through our list here. Because we've visited a whole bunch of people. Frank Schimming. So, Frank, and the last name is S-C-H. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Those are 2 people we did not have information on. Ask her about MTC Corp.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. She's gonna look all this up. So you just hit escape, and then we should get a fax.
Okay.
You have the facts.
Oh, thank you. See, Robert Knott is the head of the Law and Order Party, but no one has talked to, knows how to find him. He's totally secretive. Okay, so we might have to actually contact Lee for that one. The next one is Frank Schimming, president of Gideon Enterprises, as a 4650. That's the same place as Jason Gideon, so I might have gotten that mixed up. But yeah, we should definitely visit him. Okay.
Okay. And
MTC Corp. Yeah, we already read this part. 4650. Let's see what else is there. And Mr. Schimming still runs the place. Okay. I think Ron Meat was one of the guys that had the information we needed to locate Robert Knott, but we can ask Lee.
Well, Curly, right?
Yep. Let's see what she says. Enhance.
What do you need, Murphy?
Well,
How many do we have, though?
We have like 5,000 and some change.
Oh, do we still have 5,000? Okay.
Yeah. We've been very frugal, actually, so we've been okay so far. So Robert Knott.
Sorry, can't help you.
She can't help us find that guy.
Interesting.
How about...
Make me an offer.
J. St. Gideon, we can get his address.
This is probably going to be at least a $500
It's
bill.
a deal.
Oh, that was it. She just wanted $500.
Man, I feel bad, though, because it's like, well, would she have gone for less, though?
Yeah. Okay, so in a little while we should get a fax from Lee, but let's go ahead and visit Frank Shimming. He's at 4...
So we don't have to do that again.
Right.
Oh, we're going to Frank Shimming. We're not talking to Sonny. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, because if we go talk to Sonny Fletcher, we're just going to get hassled for more money. Let's go down our list of contacts to make sure we visit everybody. So 4650. It's all the way back in San Francisco. Incoming fax.
You have a fax.
Thank you. Oh, he's got a Beverly Hills address, 3891. Excellent. 3891. Okay, it looks like we got a new place to visit. We're going to go visit Frank Shimming to see what he has to say about this whole overlord business. And here's the thing. If he sends a bunch of goons out to try to get rid of us, we know exactly how to handle him on the mean streets, don't we, Nick?
Right. Beg him, ask politely.
What? No, we're just gonna shoot our way out. Like, we're cool, right? Like, we'll be all right, right? Right? Search for info about Amanda. Amanda hug and kiss. Yeah. Ask about IP freely. Hugh, last name Mungus. Looking for a Hugh Mungus. Also looking for another Hugh. Jazz, last name. Hugh Jazz. Can I get a Hugh Jazz, please? How about P.S. Taker? Let's look down. All right, looks like Gideon Enterprises is out on the bay. Oh, we're going further into the city. Let's see, whereabouts in the city? There's quite a few places to land. Yeah, he's in downtown, it looks like. I like how Lee was just like, yeah, sure, I'll give you the reclusive president of Gideon Enterprises Beverly Hills mansion address. All right, we're going to need to disave when we land because...
yes.
Yes. All right, we have landed.
Okay. Disaving.
Yeah.
and exiting.
Oh, wow. I tell the security guard at Gideon Enterprises that I'm working on a murder case and I'm here to talk to Frank Shimming. He leads me to the elevators and tells me to go to the 67th floor. The receptionist ushers me into a huge suite to talk to Mr. Shimming, the president of Gideon Enterprises. He's a slick-looking man, about 50, with gray hair and thick eyebrows. He doesn't look at least bit happy to see me. All right, let's ask this guy a bunch of nonsense.
Nonsense? Never.
Let's
We
ask
would never once ask somebody nonsense.
Carl Linsky. Let's start from the top. Linsky, oh, the old scientist who committed suicide. I understand he had some work for MTC Corporation, which is our management training center. The personnel department could have told you that. You can't bribe this guy, and if you beat him up, you're probably going to get shot.
Only shot?
Ask him about J. St. Gideon. You have to type in the dot, I think. Or maybe it doesn't matter. I replaced Mr. Gideon as president a year ago. He was a senile old man in his 80s, filled with insane ideas. He had lost the drive to run the company in a profitable manner and had to go.
Interesting.
All right. Let's ask him about John Klaus. The name is not familiar. I really don't have the time to know everyone who works for me. Ask him about Overlord. That name means nothing to me. Full of shit. How about Nexus? Sorry, can't help you there. Ask him about Cal Davis. I couldn't possibly know every employee who works at the companies I manage. Surely you have something better to do with your time than to bother me with trivial questions.
No, really, we don't.
Ask him about Larry Hammond, one of the other scientists. It's double M. Can't help you there. Ask him about Law and Order. That should give us some clues onto what he thinks. Everybody's heard of them. I'm no expert. If you're through with your stupid questions, get out of here.
No.
Ask him about Sonny Fletcher. Can't help us there. All right. Ask him about Maurice Gribble. Nope. David Pope, yeah. Doesn't know that guy either. All right. Ask him about Passcard. Password. Doesn't know anything about it. He may actually not know anything. I have a feeling he may actually just have acquired the company.
I wonder if it's
the crazy president.
He talked to the crazy ex-president, J. St. Gideon. I wonder if he's, got this secret side project going on to do, probably something dumb.
Yeah, probably. I'm looking over at our notes trying to see if we forgot anybody. I don't see anything. I don't see. Ask him about MTC Corporation. Let's just ask him about all the stuff he works at. MTC is our management training center. New employees that show potential are sent there to acquire corporate decisions while are sent to acquire corporate decision-making abilities. I personally think it's a waste of time. A manager either has the skills or he doesn't. Yeah, this sounds like a CEO. Ask him about Gideon Enterprises. Our company is involved in the development of electronic surveillance equipment. Obviously, a man in your line of work doesn't have any formal engineering education, so talking to you in specifics would be a complete waste of time. Wow.
Harsh. Rude.
Ask about himself, Frank Shimming. As the president of Gideon, I know how to get ahead in business, and I'm not afraid to take chances. If you're finished asking me questions, I can get back to work. Ask him about suicide. Doesn't know anything about it. Ask about insurance. Doesn't know. Okay.
No. I mean, helps if I spell it correctly.
Insane ideas? We don't know. What about? Don't know. I don't know. It could be anybody. Let's go visit J. St. Gideon. We do have his address.
Okay.
Yes, and a PI has no idea about surveillance equipment. Exactly. Incoming fax from Lee.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Concerned citizen. Get off this case or you'll be sorry.
from a concerned citizen.
You have the facts.
Thank you, Psyduck.
Well, they can't be too concerned if the world ends and we aren't going to do anything about it.
Okay, so I take it back. This guy is definitely involved, considering we just talked to him and immediately a fax appeared. So either his office is being watched by somebody, which is very possible, or this guy is totally in on all this nonsense. Let's go visit J. St. Gideon and find out what's going on. And I also offer, if we're going to be sorry for this, I offer them to try, because we will shoot them into terracotta like any other bad guy on the street. 3891.
Wait, where the heck are we going?
Looks like you're going to San
Back
Francisco.
to LA.
Back to LA, all right. Well, he's in Beverly Hills. That makes sense. It's just another fine day in the work of Tex Murphy. See, in the other games, he would have just got his noggin bashed in. But in this game, if they come at us, we got our trusty sidearm. The office of a CEO that makes surveillance equipment bugged? How could that happen? I don't know. I've never really thought about it that way, Ross. Could be anyway. Chances are he would never have elaborated, unless we beat the crap out of him, which we could have.
Well, we could have tried.
Right, we would have got arrested. My guess is that we beat
Arrested or worse.
Right. I go to threaten the CEO, and then the next thing I know, a laser comes out and turns him into dust. Overlord has gone all Skynet. Well, it's not AI controlled. It's actually controlled by a person. From what we understand is that it was able to help influence the thoughts. It was designed to help increase cognitive functions, but what it also has shown that is it can literally suggest you to do anything, like mind control. So that's why there was an alpha wave generator in Linsky's warehouse. We're assuming that's how he was able to use Overlord to control people. But so far, it's only been able to work on people who have the chip implanted in them, which Linsky was one of them. And we think that Linsky committed suicide because of that chip. But we're not entirely certain yet. We're gonna find out. But yeah, let's just land our speeder right in his front yard. It is Beverly Hills. I'm sure nobody will mind.
For all we know, he has a speeder pad already in his yard or something. I don't know.
I think it's very similar to the gun that Deckard has in Blade Runner. So it's kind of like a future revolver almost. You can kind of see it there in the sidebar on the stream. Tex is holding it there. It kind of looks like a revolver almost. All right, we are here. Let's dissave before we go into the mouth of the lion's den here. Gideon's home is a 30-room mansion in Beverly Hills. Here, you read the rest of this.
The place is lavishly furnished with a living room big enough for a swimming pool. I'm ushered into the den. Mr. Gideon is intently studying his chessboard. Yeah, he's behind all of this. He seems oblivious to me. Either that or he's asleep. The guy's old. I mean, ancient. But he must be a big wheel because there's a picture on the wall of him receiving an award from President Michael J. Fox.
President Michael J. Fox, the actor? I'm going to write that down as a name. Hold on. All right, President Michael J. Fox. All right, I got that wrote down.
I give him some background information on the Linsky case, and it seems to pique his curiosity.
Oh, no. He looks really, really weird. Let's ask him about Carl. I don't recall the name, but if I wanted to talk with me, that would have been impossible. I've been away the past few weeks. Oh, really? Can't help you there, detective.
What's the Maurice's last name?
Gribble.
Sorry.
Overlord. Overlord? I'm sure I've never heard that name before. Wow. I set up the MTC to help improve the management skills of my executives. Shimming never liked the idea, which is why I'm surprised it still exists. I've heard there is something unusual going on at MTC. If there is, I'm sure Shimming is behind it. That man is dangerous. I don't think...
Yeah.
I have a feeling he is. Look at him playing... literally all the passcodes for this Overlord project is chess-like things, and he's sitting here playing chess, looking evil and dark. Yeah, sure. He's like, I don't know anything about the Sith. They sound very dangerous. Let us ask him about passcard. Password, maybe? Let's see. David Pope. Ask him about Sonny Fletcher.
Nope.
Ask him about chess. Can't help us there. Ask him about himself. Oh. Double J's. I feel I've been quite successful in my life. Before I was in the business world, I was head of the British intelligence. After that, I founded Gideon and developed new ways of helping the government. Shimming sees Gideon as just a business. I looked at the company as an institution protecting our way of life.
Wasn't there... Oh, this kind of kicked off a little thing in my brain. Wasn't there a thing in either the background on like Overlord or something about this idea, like starting with British intelligence community or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is a real world Overlord project, but I don't think it has anything to do with mind control.
Well, I thought in the game there was some like in the background.
Mm.
I don't know where this will live, like where this was. Anyways, so yeah, he's behind this 100%.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Let's see. Ask him about Aaron Sternwood? I don't know. Doesn't know. All right. I don't know. We've asked him pretty much everything I could think of.
Yeah.
Ask him about chess terms. Let's start going through some chess terms. Let's ask him about pawn. Doesn't know anything about that. Nope.
Nope.
Okay. We might have to beat the crap out of this guy. But not at this moment. Not in his house, surrounded by guards that'll probably shoot lasers into our brains. Alpha wave?
You know what?
Nope. You would think, yeah, he is? I hadn't realized.
You know what? Hold on.
What's up?
I feel like we've been doing this sensically long enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna quick save what we've done. I don't know. We can ask more questions here in a second.
Okay.
Like real questions. I just want to do something really stupid really quick.
Okay. We're going to do something really stupid really quick. Let's ask him about Overlord. Now tell him if he doesn't tell me what he knows, I'll take him outside and make him wish he'd never been born. Oh my god. Big mistake. Before I have a chance to do any more than shoot my mouth off, two guys appear from nowhere, work me over pretty good, and knock me out. As I regain consciousness, I gradually realize I've been thrown out in front door. That was fast.
Oops. But
Did we accidentally dial Lee?
yeah, I went to think, oh, it
What do you
load
need,
L,
Murphy?
but no, we keep joking about hitting the save. I forgot that's the whole save load menu.
Yeah, let's reload that so we don't. Yeah, we got our ass beat.
See, I told you it was gonna be real quick.
Can you bribe him? You're like, what if I gave you $20 while he's sitting in his mansion? He just goes, you know what? Sure, I could use a 20 spot right about now. We're gonna bribe him $20 just to tell. Like, yeah, could you imagine bribing the main bad guy? I'm not interested in your bribes. Keep your money. I'll tell you what I know. Okay.
Okay. So with the brief bouts of stupidity out of our system, can we think of anything left to ask about?
No, that's pretty much it. Just gonna check my notes. Let's see here. Yeah, well, that's pretty much it.
Okay, so
Did we ever visit Aaron Sternwood?
I think we have.
Because all I have is just his name here. I didn't. It just we never really. I don't think we actually wrote anything down for that. We can go check.
Do we have a nav code for him?
Yeah, 0439. Back in San Francisco.
Well, when we can go Mach 20, what's like, cross-state commute?
I agree. I'll give you a nice, bright, shiny penny. See, I feel like that would have been an option that Tex Murphy would have wrote into the game if he was doing like the thing. Because Overseer, the third FMV game, the fifth one in the series of games, is actually based on this mission, and I think you actually do all of this except in a much more FMV style. Which is why all the names sounded familiar to me and Nick. We were like, wait, this sounds very familiar, and it is. We're basically playing the more extended version of Overseer. But I feel like an option to say, like, offer a penny, and he just goes, I'll give you a nice shiny penny if you tell me your secrets. And Gideon would have been like, no, get out of my house or I'll shoot you in the face. Mach 20, Windows of the future must be thick. It is. And a bag of gummy bears. He's like, I have this bag of gummy bears just sitting in my glove box. It has your name on it. If you tell me where the Overlord project is. And Gideon would have been like, don't waste my time, Murphy. Hell, I had to ask. Da 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 na da na na na.
I probably should have saved that. Oh well.
That's all right. Oh, right.
I remember being here. We...
Ask him about... Yeah, he's a friend of Cal Davis. Yeah, meet him at his house. When I got there, I rang the bell, but no one answered. When I found him in the lab, he had his hand around his neck and mumbled, checkmate. I had no idea what he meant by that. The police said he was accidentally poisoning himself, and can't believe it. He was always very careful. So, yeah, this is the guy who got poisoned by his own can of What was it? Dr. Pepper or something?
Well, he thought it was Diet Pepper, and it was actually cyanide, or cyanide 631.
Yeah, it's cyanide 631. Ask him about the Nexus. Oh, that's right. We do have to go to Cal Davis's lab. That's where the ape cage
We
is.
need to go back, and we need to figure out what we're going to do to get into the ape cage without dying. That's right.
All right. The other code we need to go visit is Larry Hammond. And that nav code is Larry Hammond. Here it is. 4935. Oh, cool. He's in San Francisco proper, so we don't have that far to fly. Mach 20 is a Windows 95, 1955 double die Denver mid-penny. Yeah, exactly. It's a university? I think so. Yeah, we're at this point where we're trying to figure out where to go. We've pretty much gone down. I'm just going down through the list of people we've already talked to, and I'm marking it off on my notes. And hopefully we can find out more about the rest of the scientists. Yeah, Tex Murphy searches for Carmen Sandiego. That would have been a fun series, I bet. But I like Tex Murphy's stories a lot more. They're far more interesting than just Carmen Sandiego steals some artifact. Tex Murphy goes to Night City. That would have been cool. He's in Cyberpunk. I mean, that's basically where he's at right now. All right. Make sure you disave, because I don't know if this guy's in a rough neighborhood or not.
Okay, and survey says
Nope, we're good. The mutant computer specialist, Larry Hammond. All right, we already read all this, didn't we?
it seems familiar.
He's about 30. Oh, he's only got one eye. Oh, it's the two-headed guy.
Yeah.
All right. This is Larry and Daryl, everybody. The two-headed mutant from a mutant part of town. Okay, well, let's ask him about MTC. About a year ago, Tom Griffith. Oh, we don't know. We don't have that name. Let me write that down. Larry Hammond's mentioned. Tom Griffith. Who the hell is that? Griffith. Okay. The vice president of MTC Corporation hired me to design a computer for the Overlord project. They also wanted 8 access terminals. A colleague of mine, Cal Davis, told me that he had been hired by the MTC Corporation to do research on controlling human behavior through direct brain stimulation. When I started asking questions, they told me I was none of my business. And when I read that Davis had been killed, I decided to go into hiding. If you're ever looking for a way to stop Project Overlord, you'll have to get to the main computer and destroy the satellite to gain access to the destruct sequence. You'll need all 8 passwords and passwords. Each scientist involved with the project has one. My gray pass card was stolen by members of the Law and Order Party. The password is King. Okay, we wrote that down before. To get the rest of the passwords and pass cards, you'll have to find each one of the scientists working on the project. Once you gather all the cards, you'll need to find the computer to use them. I don't know where the main computer is, and other than Cal Davis, I don't know any of the names of the remaining 6 scientists who worked on the project. If I were you, I'd start with the accounting people at Gideon. Oh, wow, we didn't have any of this. Let's see, Jerome Milborn. That's another name. Is that Milborn? Yep. Ed Bradley. Arnold Dweeb. Okay. They might have the names of some of the people that received checks from MTC. Okay, so we have some names to go by through here. Let's see here. We asked him about Overlord. Ask him about MTC Corporation. Is that not what we just asked him? Yeah,
no, that's what we just asked about.
Okay, ask him about Overlord now. Overlord is a continuation of a project that was an attempt 50 years ago and failed.
See, I thought this is where I knew it from.
Now with the new...
Started in England.
Yeah.
And Gideon worked with British intelligence.
So he's definitely behind it. Now with new technology, they are attempting to control the actions of an individual through microchips and satellite transmissions. Ask him about... pass card. My gray pass card was stolen by members of the Law and Order Party. You'll have to get it from them, and that's not going to be easy. I have no idea where the main headquarters are, but if you find that location, chances are my gray passcode will be there. Ask him about, let's see, what's the new name we got here? Let's ask him about Tom Griffith.
King for his password?
Yeah, I have that already.
Okay.
Tom Griffith.
Yes?
Yep.
No.
He's the vice president of MTC. I think he's more responsible for what's going on than Frank Shimming. Yeah, that's true. Because Shimming didn't really come off as somebody who knew what was going on. He seemed like he just wanted to run the business and make money. He didn't really seem to give a shit about what we were trying to do. Ask him about... who is that? Robert Knott. Yeah, ask him about the President of Law and Order. Ask him about Robert Knott. Nope, forgot that R.
Typing too fast.
Mind control satellite Illuminati confirmed. I know he hates freaks and heads the Law and Order Party, but that's about it. When I did work for Gideon, I saw him and Frank Shimming together on occasion discussing business. That's good. So he did know about Law and Order. That threat was probably because you asked him about Law and Order and probably not Overlord. Unless Law and Order is behind all that. Well,
Seemed like it.
Okay, well, that pretty much sums it all up. We can ask him about Jerome Milbourne. Bourne. He may have names of people associated with MTC, okay? Ed Bradley.
Yes.
Yep. He looks like a typical accountant. You can find him at... Oh, cool. That works. Let's see. 7312. Got it. Cool. And then Arnold Dweeb. All right. I got that. Yep. Arnold Dweeb. He knows Gideon MTC Corporation pretty well, but watch him. He's slippery. If he pats you on the back, he's trying to get you to cough up something. Oh. Well, if he pats us on the back, we'll punch him in the gut. That's what we'll do. Well, this helps us out. This gives us a direction and more names.
More names is good.
Yeah. All right, let's yeah, I think that's it. Let's go ask Vanessa for some help on locating some of these guys.
For Vanessa.
Hello, Tex.
Hey, Vanessa. How's it going? Tom Griffith.
There's nothing in our files.
Oh, that's not good. Ask her about Jerome Milbourne.
Okay.
Okay, she's going to look that one up.
There's nothing in our files.
Ask her about Arnold Dweeb.
There's nothing in our files.
Okay, well, before we pay Lee for this information, we can still visit Ed Bradley and see if maybe he knows the others.
Okay.
But she's definitely going to send us Jerome's information, so we could start flying over to Ed Bradley, 7312. A dweeb, yeah, exactly. Yes, this is the first Tex game. It's when he had a gun, actually, is the best way to put it. It's when he still had a firearm, which we have used quite frequently since we've been in this game. It's one of the reasons why we save every time we land somewhere that we've not been, because we're like, oh, cool, here comes a fax.
You have a fax.
Thank you, Psyduck. Oh, he lives in San Francisco. Okay, 4623. Where's that? That is Jerome 4623. Okay, wrote it down. It's amazing what they did with this old tech. Yeah, I know that all the sound effects that are coming from within the game actually were supposed to come out of your PC speaker, and they called it real sound. And the way it works is that, yeah, it could play through this PC speaker, but it would sound crunchy. So you would take a RCA cable and strip it, and then take two leads and connect one to the cable to the speaker itself, which goes to the computer, and the other one I think is like a ground. And then you connect the RCA bit to like a boom box or something, and then you get like in-game sounds. Because this came out in 1989, so stuff like Sound Blaster and all that other stuff was not really super common, or at least I don't even think it existed. It's pretty interesting tech, that's for sure. Yes, it is an irradiated planet. That's actually in the lore. It's the year of 2033, so yeah, about 10 years from now, expect flying Esprit, Lotus Esprits going Mach 22, which is how fast we're going. Yeah. Dissave before we disembark. Yeah, I got it saved at 8. All right, cool. All right, here we go.
Ed Bradley's home and knock on the door. I wonder to myself if this could be the same Ed Bradley who used to be on TV when I was little. Then I realized he'd be dead by now. Bradley is a meek little bespectacled man about 45. I ask him about Gideon and MTC Corporation. He replies that he has nothing to do with the accounting between the two companies. If I wanted information on that, I must talk to Arnold Dweeb. I thank him for the tip and leave.
All right, we don't know Arnold Dweeb, but we definitely have another place we can go. I'm going to say dead end. We have Ed Bradley's number. And
Okay.
that, yeah, 7312.
Wait, that's where we are. Ed
Oh.
Bradley, who we just talked to.
Okay, we need Jerome Milbourne then. 4623.
Okay.
Excellent. The FEA recently gave the go-ahead to a company that is making a flying car. Well, that's awesome. I hope it gets off the ground, pun intended. I would be, look, I would not be, I would be perfectly fine with flying cars so long as they are automated. Because I do not trust anybody's piloting skills. I don't trust any of your piloting skills either. I don't care how many of you flow whatever planes out there. I don't think anyone can fly the flying car as well as a computer. We're going to have so many people doing loop-de-loops and crashing into trees and barnstorming with their Ford Fiesta. The flying Ford Fiesta. The Triple F. Apparently the first actual Sound Blaster killer card was from '89, so yeah, not Sound Blaster tech yet, but back then that was damn impressive, yeah. Yeah, this was around the time when, like, FMV and, like, wave sound and stuff like that was really starting to become a major part of the gaming sphere. I mean, aside from, like, your, you know, strategy games and other adventure games that are very 2D. A lot of strategy games, man. A lot of strategy games back then. Hey, Soul of Infinity, how's it going? All right, we might want to save it as well. We're being very cautious here. All right. There you go.
Standing on the sidewalk in front of the terrace condominium complex and look up at this 40-story structure. Jerome Melbourne's condo is on the 27th floor. After a quick ride up the elevator, I find myself knocking on his door. I try for a few minutes, but no one answers. Finally, a neighbor next door walks out into the hallway and tells me that Melbourne left several days ago on a vacation and won't be back for several weeks. I thank the guy and return to my speeder.
Oh no.
I wonder if this two possibilities here, because I know we have a doomsday date in Carl Linsky's calendar.
Yeah.
It could be, hey, I'm going to go on a vacation to this nice bunker to wait out the whatever insanity is about to go down.
That's fair.
Or it could be a permanent vacation to, I don't know, hell.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah, not just hundreds of planes a day, but 10,000 flying vehicles would be in the air, not to mention drones, kites, and bird. Indeed. Hey, how's it going there, Tanya? You're just saying I'll let us all video. Okay, let's go call Lee and see if we can get info on Tom and Arnold. I just hope she doesn't want, like, a boatload of money. It's Lee.
What do you need, Murphy?
We need information.
Okay. who's
Tom
our first
Griffith.
Make me an offer.
All right. Make sure you give her start low. Start at 100.
Be realistic.
Okay, fine. Let's try something else. 200.
Be realistic.
Oh my gosh. We're way off.
Be realistic.
Keep going. When she says it like that, it means we're way off.
Be realistic.
This is costing us a pretty penny.
Be realistic.
Gosh, we must be really far off.
Be realistic.
Oh my gosh.
Look for my facts.
Okay, finally. Let's ask her about Arnold Dweeb. Arnoldweeb.
Make me an offer.
Oh gosh. All right, start low. Let's go with 100. Let's see what she asks for.
Be realistic.
All right.
Be realistic.
We'll get her, Nick. Just keep going up by increments of 100.
Be realistic. Look for my facts.
Okay. We're good. Let's just wait for our faxes so we can go visit these people. Thanks, Lee. You're so kind and generous. Let's see. What part of the car is the car phone even on? The vid phone. Maybe it's in the center dash. Center of the dash. Like maybe by the stick.
Good question. It's nothing like really screams like that interface.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, Relish Cakes. Back then, you'd be playing by yourself, and the most exciting game with narratives back then were pretty much just all text. So this kind of technology back then, because, like, you know, we have the perspective of now with all the comforts and quality of life that video games have increased over time. Yeah, in comparison to what I could play now, sure, yeah, this is kind of dumb, but I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to keep myself in that mindset of like, this is still got a pretty good narrative. That's what I'm going to go for. But I feel you on that. Oh, Tom Griffith has a home in San Francisco at NC 4590. Let me write that down. 4590. Oh, typed in the wrong area. 4590. Okay, got it.
You have effects.
Thanks. Think about crappy drivers you see on the road every day. Now imagine flying cars going 10 times the speed. Yeah, I know. It's dumb, but faster.
If it wasn't for the fact that it would hurt other people, I'd be more inclined to just let it happen and, gene pool, Darwin, something.
Oh no, Arnold Dweeb has agreed to meet you. That's not good. At the Oakland Coliseum near the 50-yard line, use NC 4610. So 4610. Let's go to Tom Griffith first, though, because that other one seems a bit sus.
Okay, so what's Tom's?
4590. And he's only 2 miles away from here, so that makes it a lot easier. Let's see. Just make sure we just save it before we go and speak to him, because the last thing we want to do is get our face shot off by heavy machine gun fire as we visit this lowly scientist's small home condo or whatever. It's like, oh, sorry about that. There's a whole bunch of gangers outside. They just like shooting everybody. Bunch of like old guys from the 1920s. Like, yeah, see? San Francisco will be ours, see? I remember back in the old TSR Buck Rogers PC game on floppy disk. To save space, it came up with a book with number entries so you could read what was happening when it prompted you. Oh, okay. Yeah, this was another thing. A lot of people didn't have hard drives for these computers. A lot of things were very expensive and niche. All right, the save.
E to exit.
Oh, crap.
You got this, Mike?
I do. Ah, crap. I got shot once. Yeah, I'm getting blown away. Got him. All right, cool. I like how Tex definitely has like a really good I don't know what I don't know what you'd call that. Just like a really good like stance with his gun. Fuck yeah, here we are. The mean streets, man. See, I'm trying to get closer because
Yeah, you have to get across the screen, but it's like go.
we did it. Well done. It's getting tough out to go anywhere without someone trying to kill me. Yeah, you read the rest.
I locate the house of Tom Griffith, the VP and General Manager of MPC. It's a 2-story home with a spiked wrought iron fence, a swimming pool, and concrete paths lined among bird baths and fountains. I knock on the door, but no one answers. I can tell someone is there, so I continue knocking. Finally, a rather irritated Tom Griffith comes to the door.
Yeah, he looks mad. Let's ask him about, yeah. He was a U.S. Oh, you go for it.
Okay. He was a USF professor, and we had worked with him in the past I heard he jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge.
He's right.
Read about him a few weeks ago. Didn't he die of poisoning? Isn't it strange how many accidental deaths and suicides have occurred lately? How did you find out about Overlord? I guess it doesn't matter because it's almost operational. Though microchips and satellite monitoring stations we can watch anyone, anywhere in the world.
Oh, that's not
Overlord will
surprising.
greatly enhance government security. Everyone will benefit through this new control device, except those who are deemed a threat.
Oh, that's not good.
We're working to uncover this shady story, and he just tells us.
Well,
Like, good
he-
grief.
Well, look, the way he's probably thinking is like, Cal Davis accidentally drank poison. Carl Linsky accidentally fell off a bridge. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, you know what? I tell you this information. What are they gonna do? You're gonna show up dead. Somebody's gonna shoot you in the streets. Although we had to, his house was surrounded by the most high-end security, and we still had to shoot through like so many dudes with machine guns. Well, let's ask him about. Yeah, there we go. Nexus. After that. Oh, forgot the.
If I don't think to wait for it to pop up, that's the name of our computer system that Larry Hammond designed for us.
Yeah, we already talked to him. Let's ask him about Larry Hammond, the guy. Guy looks like he's in danger. Oop, forgot the.
Yeah, I typed wrong.
There you go.
That ill-tempered freak, he gets to think twice before he speaks. That way he can say something even nastier. Anything he says about us is a lie. The only reason we hired that manster
That manster.
is because of his vast computer knowledge.
Okay, so this guy is a total scumbag.
Speaking of scumbags, Law and Order. The Law and Order Party is becoming more powerful every day and has followers throughout government and business. They're working with us to develop a device which will revolutionize the surveillance industry. Then we will put it to work against the enemies of this country. All decent citizens will benefit from our work. There are those who think the device is dangerous, but will soon change their minds about that.
Oh my god, this guy is quite literally like the evil lieutenant. He knows exactly what's going on, and he's not afraid to talk about it. That's probably why he's in a house surrounded, because the MTC Corp is like, yeah, we need to keep you because you talk too much. Ask him about Frank Schimming, the president of Gideon.
He's the president of Gideon and MTC. He could care less about MTC, and that's just fine with me. We get along fine with Adam.
So that means Frank Schimming has no idea any of this is going on.
It seems pretty much like it.
Yeah. That he's just a pawn, which is probably just in line with this game's thinking. All right. Ask him about Robert Knott, the president of the Law and Order. There you go.
He's head of Law and Order Party and is our business partner on a joint venture project. Very soon he could become one of the most powerful men in the world.
Oh,
Just
right. Not good. Not good at all. Ask about the 20 dead bodies in the alley next to his house. Yeah, I agree. This guy looks like he's in danger, all right. Although I would not want to threaten the dude, considering he's probably got guards ready to knock you out.
Yeah, us threatening him would probably go about as well as it did with Gideon.
Yeah. What else do you want to ask him? We can ask him about... We asked him about all that stuff and card.
Who's the people that we didn't talk to just a moment ago?
Oh,
We had their house addresses.
Arnold Dweeb.
He's just a bookkeeper who works for Gideon.
That's the guy we need to go see. Ask him about Jerome Milborn. I like it when people give away information for free. Doesn't know. He looked pretty worried about that one, though. I don't know, man. That seems pretty good to me. You pretty much ran through the list of everything. Nice find. I mean, we had to shoot a few people, but hey, we made it.
Yeah, details.
Really fat, easy chair. Yeah, I agree. It does look like he's about to be. All right, let's go visit Arnold Dweeb. Unless you want to stop now, in case that's pretty good.
What time is it? How long have we been going?
2 hours.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good place to stop for the evening.
Okay, well, just save it. All right, did you save it?
Yep.
All right, it has been saved. Excellent. Well, that is pretty much the end of the Mean Street stream. Hope you guys enjoyed hanging out while we try to solve this weird case of who knows what's going on. But at least we made a lot of progress, and we shot a whole bunch of people in the streets, which I'm sure is probably more productive than actually solving this case. I mean, I feel like the more people on the streets we shoot, the more money we should be getting, but I don't know. I like the sandbox kind of way of adventure game. I wish more had that. The only one I can think of that kind of does is King's Quest VI, because you can kind of do that game in a different order, and yeah, there's still very linear in some spots, but you can do that game in an order and get different endings for it. So yeah, no, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. What do you think so far, Nick?
Been interesting. It's definitely a different style of gameplay than some of the other things we've been playing. So
the resale and all those SMGs you salvage. Yeah, I had a fun time. This was a really fun game. I'm gonna see if I can get the next game running at, because I don't know how much more of this game we have left. I feel like we've already figured out it's the main, like...
The problem is we figured out a lot of the big, like, plot, but it's like, okay, we need pass cards. Okay, we have no idea where any of them are.
No.
Well, no, we take that back. We know where a few of them are.
We know where a few are. But, yeah, so, that's pretty much it for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed. And there won't be a Monday stream this next week, but that's okay. Mecha's going to be going out on vacation, so there won't be anything happening then. But for now, I'm going to send you guys over to WBPL76 over on the Twitch side of things, where you'll find that Bulk and friends are playing Farm Simulator, which is a comfy night where they drink beer and do farming stuff. And it's all multiplayer. So, yeah, they're going to be doing that over there. So
You have a fax.
we have a fax. Thank you for the courtesy and welcome aboard. Thanks for the follow. I hope you guys enjoyed. And, yeah, thanks a lot. And have a good evening, everybody. Take care.
Good night, all.